Hello.
Marvel Rivals fun.
Oh, you just arrived just in time.
Hold it!
Oh.
And yet I heard your creations prior to the final were scored highly for their flavor. So what went wrong? Was there some kind of cooking accident on that day? No, nothing like that. It was, I told you, I had a taste disorder. My sense of taste failed me. It is as simple as that. Mr. Frost Sentry was complimented on its flavor. Your sense of taste hasn't failed you then. Did something happen overnight?
I don't think he's going to spill any more beans, Mr. Edgeworth.
Then perhaps I should ask him about something else. Something changed between the semi-final and the final, Mr. Gusto. Not really.
New dialogue.
The only difference between the semi-final and the final was that Frost was not healthy.
That's a fucking lie.
Objection!
I can think of one significant difference between the semi-final and the final, Mr. Gusto. Your son. This is him in the photograph, correct? He told me he was here with you to help you through the semi-final. He was. What of it? What indeed? He was here with you until the semi-final, until he suddenly wasn't here for the final. And just as suddenly, your work went from being lauded for its flavor to being lambasted for it.
Okay, I get it. His son was a flavor tester. Child abduction.
I don't think that's a coincidence, do you?
Hoverboard. Hoverboard.
He wasn't just spending quality time with his father, he was playing a much more pivotal role than that.
Puke.
I just wanted him to see me hard at work. To show him I was trying my best for us. Who knows? Maybe it was him being here that helped me do so well in those early rounds.
He talks a good game, but nothing about this guy screams Super Dad to me.
What else?
Indeed. Thankfully, we would only have given such an idea credence if his story were true.
Rodeo.
After all, how much could the encouragement of one small boy affect the taste of one grown man's work?
Thanks, Xbox.
1 second.
It's too late. It's too late.
Mr. Gusto prided himself on the flavor of his creations. Then he lost his sense of taste. He must have had a tough time maintaining his high standards after such a devastating loss. Unless... I'm sure your son was here to cheer you on, but that wasn't all he was here to do, was it? You're a very suspicious man, Mr. Prosecutor. Why not try answering yourself for a change? What was an elementary school kid doing here other than to support his father? Your son knew the taste of your work pretty well, I imagine, Mr. Gusto. He was my biggest fan. Of course I knew it. He knew it. In which case, he would have been a good judge of whether something tasted on brand, so to speak, no? What are you implying? You've already told us that you were suffering from taste disorder. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'll admit it. You're good. I never told anybody about any of this, but you figured it all out anyway. It's true. 18 years ago, I developed agusha. No one knew about your condition. Indeed, I doubt Mr. Frost would have wanted to continue collaborating with you had he found out. After all, it's your job to make sure his creations tasted good. Therefore, your son wasn't just there to support you. He was helping you by taste testing your work!
Close enough.
Dang, now it all makes sense. Frost up tasted good because it was really finished the day before when the kid was still here.
You have a vivid imagination, Mr. Prosecutor. But you seriously think I'd trust a kid to tell me how to adjust the taste of my masterpieces? I have some pride, you know, even back then. Did you now? My designs may not have been much to write home about back then. I always knew my work tasted better than anybody else's. You think I'd risk everything by putting my reputation in the hands of a child? This is just more speculation. Is it, Diesel? Ah! In that case, I ask you to speak with your son this instant. Let's see how much of your story he can corroborate. Sadly for you, my son is no longer my concern.
What?
What? As soon as I got my sense of taste back, I went straight to Shangfa to start my training. And cut off all ties with the kid for good.
What the fuck? What?
You abandoned your own child?
That sucks.
Yeah. That ain't the half of it. No one knows where he is even now.
I aim to
The
find
cops
him
have
in
looked all over for him, but no dice.
I aim to look for him in 10 years and insist that he unleashes Satsuno Hado. I am the Akuma here.
Man, this Street Fighter DLC is weird.
So, who is hooting?
Oh, that's my mom. She's watching football.
Sports ball is nothing compared to confectionery.
That.
So you still think you can prove your asinine theory? I'd like to see you try. You think I care about anything besides confectionery? Think again! I got my sense of taste back. What need do I have for a son?
That's.
You are not confectionery!
Everything I see is confectionery.
Oh, and Nick.
What?
Looks like Disney has confirmed that the part of Mastermind where Blitz and Stolas, admit to loving each other. Yeah, that was a soliloquy. They didn't hear that. That said, I don't think it's much longer till then. Like maybe next episode. I mean, come on, we had that entire. They kissed. We have a kiss. It's not a full kiss, but it was a kiss.
And Neo died.
We are on DEFCON
Sure,
1.
man.
We're at DEFCON 1 for gay demons.
Babe.
Silence in the courtroom. While Mr. Gusto's words and actions may demonstrate a certain lack of humanity on his part, the goddess of justice cannot judge him for that.
I hate your god!
Therefore, Mr. Edgeworth, I believe it is time for you to admit defeat.
Gavel literally just straight up just said, fuck them kids.
Yeah, give it up. 18 years is a long time for anything to surface now. Proof or otherwise. Ah!
Mr. Edgeworth, we have to do something! If we don't, the truth might be lost forever!
Where are you, Detective Gumshoe? Gumshoe, wake up! I don't like this.
She's having fun.
Yeah, someone got a touchdown.
Neo, kill your butt. Wait.
Wait. Wrong one. Wrong target.
Sorry, Bart. I'm just so used to saying, yelling your name. Can't imagine whose blood it could possibly be, but I'll get it tested right away, sir. Please do, Detective. That's the last piece of the puzzle, I'm sure of it. Once we know whose blood it is... Pardon me.
Does Edgeworth have his own mind place?
Probably. Hey, Miles. Sorry to cut in on your Mind Palace time, but I was pondering something myself.
Alex Casey looking at Saga be like,
Our friend Gusto didn't come here just to check up on the body, did he?
figure out the case already, Anderson? No. Fuck no.
You mean because he tried to open the case? Oh my god. Apparently... Whoa, apparently, Alan Wake 2 was like the last role James McCaffrey took before he died.
Yeah.
Max Payne to the end.
And Neo died.
Exactamundo! Think we have anything that might explain why he tried to do that?
We might. Detective Gumshoe can make it back in time with a certain piece of evidence.
Gumshoe's gonna bust through that door. I can feel it.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah.
That's quite enough idle chatter, Defense. Now, if you...
There he is.
Please, man. Finally.
This popped up on my timeline, Neo.
Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Sorry to keep you waiting! speak of the devil, I am the mastermind. I take it you have the test results, Detective? Yes, sir! The lab just got back to me! Gavel has never been to a courtroom in the Phoenix Wright universe. This line proves it.
OCD.
They're phony!
Actually, you know what? The judge did say this sometime. But I think he just hates Gumshoe. That's it.
Info challenge on nature.
Detective, please. Court is in session. Yeah, I saw that on Twitter, Nick.
I figured.
Now then, am I right to assume that you are bringing us the evidence Mr. Edgeworth was just speaking of?
What? Hey, no fair!
It is indeed the question and evidence in question, Your Honor. It needed testing, so I needed him to carry it out.
What the? Why is everybody always helping out? I'm supposed to be the one in charge here!
Hey, waiter, look! There's some evidence in the fountain.
Where?
Way down there at the bottom of the pool. Drown! 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 Child! I'm sorry, it didn't involve you, but this is important. Can we at least hear what the detective has to say?
Well, alright.
So, Detective Gumshoe, what did the test have to tell us? You're not gonna believe this, but the odor of the blood we found in the liquid at the bottom of the Gemini case is...
Well,
Carmelo Gusto, the victim of the poison gas attack. That's not what I expected at all. What are you talking about? Thank you, Detective. You've been very helpful. Well, looks like my suspicions were correct.
what do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? You...
Yes. What do you mean? Explain yourself. What is the significance of this blood to this case?
It's only the very thing the perpetual of the IS-7 has been trying to hide all these years. You... Hey! The fact that your blood was found inside the Gemini case, Mr. Gusto, is as good as finding your blood lying right next to Mr. Frost's body. Ah! Ah!
Blood, am I right? Oh, hey, Human Torch.
Why would there be traces of your blood there, of all places, Mr. Gusto?
I didn't kill anyone.
Was me.
If you won't answer her honor, Mr. Gusto, then I will. There wasn't just any blood, blood in the liquid from the Gemini case. There were traces of salt and sugar too.
There were?
And if you remember, one particular part of Mr. Frost's work was allegedly very salty indeed.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about what Delicia told us back then, right? What was it again?
Skipper, it's you.
Did they ever? I've never tried ice so scrumptious in all my life.
Really? Man, I wish I could have had a bite.
Well, scrumptious except for the salty bit, of course. That was unbearable. Unbearable.
The salt a bit.
It's in the other photo we got there. This bit, the happy thing. The other photo. Happy thing.
Gemini's liar. Yes, the liar. And only the liar tasted as if it had been flavored with salt. There were no traces of salt anywhere else in Mr. Frost's entry.
Very interesting. And perhaps you can tell us, Mr. Edgeworth. Where did the salt and the liar come from?
Take that!
This is the lamp from the IS-7 incident?
Indeed. Yeah. And I believe that the salt gave the liar its flavor came from just such a lamp. Mr. Von Karma had established both salt lamps were in Mr. Tangaroa's room at the time of the crime. One of them was used to kill Mr. Frost,
Ow.
and it was stained with his blood. No corresponding pool of blood was found in Mr. Tangaroa's room. Right, because the culprit... Alright. I hate that I really am very excited for the next episode of Hell Boss. Just like, now I'm impatient. I want my game
Right,
now.
because the culprit had chucked the piece of chocolate with that chocolate with that on it into the little stream.
Furthermore, aside from the liar, no traces of salt were found anywhere else in Mr. Frost's room either.
I know this is gonna sound weird out of context, but have any one of you seen the post where Edgeworth is twerking?
The like, we listen, we don't judge thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fucking... I don't know what to say.
I don't know who made that.
Block, block, block. None of you are free from sin.
And you're dead.
Hey, come to think of it, the lamps we found in Delicious' room were both broken.
I'm in the thick of it. Sorry.
University has uploaded a love letter to AI and is telling you why you don't.
Yeah. No.
Lamps appear to be broken.
Bulbs are smashed. Both of them.
Maybe they fell and broke on the floor? We never did figure out how the one that wasn't used to kill Frost got busted, but... Are we thinking maybe it had Gusto's blood on it at some point?
I do a lot of grunting.
Yeah, you do.
Anyone whose blood was found on one of the lamps would have been a person of interest to the police. So the killer needed to hide the blood somehow, and in a way that wouldn't arouse suspicion.
And you are seriously suggesting that the liar was used to do just that?
I am. I suspect that bloody salt was somehow applied to the liar, so it could be hidden inside the case. It's unlike the fountain water, the sculptures would have needed more time and care to test properly. So he waited and waited for his chance to dispose of the liar undetected.
Then the reason he's here today is...
"18 years ago, Mr. Frost's body and the evidence pointing to his killer were taken away together. This, of course, was not part of the perpetrator's plan, and thus a new dilemma arose. How could he be sure neither Mr. Frost's body nor the evidence wouldn't be discovered someday?
So back he comes 18 years later, sneaking in bright and early to try and cover his tracks.
Well, Mr. Gusto, are you finally ready to admit it? And you are the one responsible for the IS-7 incident? What the fuck is an IS-7?
I hear it's a new bomber plane.
Mr. Gusto, it's all because of you that Samson...
Why is there such a theme that old people ruin everyone's lives in the generations to come? What the fuck? Everybody watch out. He might cut one of us.
Gusto.
Oh!
Oh, I finally got caught, huh? After all these years later.
Oh, so you're just an... Oh, right. Statute of limitations.
Yeah, so they can't do anything about him.
Anyway, Reggie Gibbon. Ah! Nobody came close back then. Not even the big shot prosecutor or the attorney. That's some impressive work, Mr. Prosecutor. Something in the Russian. I have to hand it to you. You admit it then, that you murdered Artie Frost? Sure. Sure I do. I did it. I killed him. But he only has himself to blame. What do you mean by that? He agreed to help me. We were supposed to help each other, so one of us could win. And whoever one was supposed to let the other use the cookbook. But on the day of the final, the rat finally showed his true colors. Seriously, Frost, we had a deal.
Tough cookies, motherfucker. Skipper, you wanna be Frost?
Sorry, I'm not helping you in the final. Our little agreement is over, Gusto.
I helped to you. I spent all day yesterday making the ice for your pieces.
Did you? And can you prove? And you can prove that, I suppose.
What do you... Wait. You were planning to betray me right from the start, weren't you? After Frost them across me, I had to make my peace for the final by myself. And like you said, my son wasn't there, so I didn't have any help with the flavor either. So much for the pride you claim to have in your ability to make delicious desserts. Go ahead and judge. You have no idea what it is like for someone like me to lose my sense of taste. I gave up everything to become the best. Everything! I take pride in that. Something someone like you could never understand.
Maybe old Edgewood would, but...
You're right, I don't understand. You take pride in the fact that you resorted to murder? Or that you abandoned your son? Why would I want to understand someone who could do such things? I can make seahorse. A man can't afford to rely on other people. I learned that the hard way 18 years ago. My son never showed up on the day of the final. And in hindsight, I wouldn't be surprised if Frost was the reason why.
Why would you think that? What exactly happened to your son?
Have you ever watched an isekai anime?
Yeah.
Then you know what happens to people with trunks and those.
Oh.
He's been trapped in an MMO for 15 years after being hit by a car. How am I supposed to know? I told you. He is none of my concern anymore. And according to you guys, nobody knows where he is now either.
Child abduction. And you don't care? You're horrible!
So with his disappearance, so too in your chances of winning, correct? I had to find another way of getting my hands on the book. That's when inspiration struck. I decided to escape out the routine and stuff into Tangaroa. It should have been so easy. All I had to do was photograph the formulas I needed and get out. But then Froster showed up.
Damn. That's
I thought I
horrible
might
timing.
find you here.
Frost looks
Stealing
like
recipes
shit.
from a famous cook.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Frost!
What's this? A cure for taste disorders. Oh no, that's just too tragic. A confectioner who can't taste anything. What will people say?
This is like looking at a high-res model versus a low-res model side by side is funny.
If you tell anyone. Ah!
What? You can't even hit me, you miserable worm.
Doggy, miss.
Boy.
What? What the?
Frost shoved me hard when I went to punch him. Knocked me clean off my feet. I crashed into one of the lamps. Must have been when my blood got on it.
So Mr. Frost wasn't the first to get hurt? Damn, self-defense.
When it was all over, I realized I had to get rid of that blood somehow. So I scraped off all the bloody bits. I dissolved those salt shavings in some flavored ice mixture and brushed it all over the heart. Dog, it's salt. There was literally a river floating through that place. You could have just gone scrape and toss.
Yeah. And Neo died.
And that's how you made the evidence linking you to the murder vanish.
Frost was going to blackmail. He would have made me give him money to keep quiet about my condition. So you decided that you had to kill him? Yeah, I guess I did. But I let him live. Would you want someone holding something like that over your head? Besides, he was the one who drew first blood. It's still a case for self-defense, don't you think? So that was the impetus behind it all. Anyway, I initially took the lamp hit the first room. Went straight there once I figured out how to hide the bloody part.
Inspired by all the ice sculpting tools lying about the place, I guess.
Gee, thanks. Smart ass.
You're not as dumb as you pretend to be. I figured I could use him to chip it off and grind it up. Once it was done painting the stuff over, the harp was easy. I ain't going to jail, bitch.
Oh.
But why, Samson? Why did you have to frame him?
I am not going to jail.
What?
I'm not surprised.
That makes sense. Actually, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, was it a part of the sculpture that was not visible? If it hadn't been for Scone going around eating everything, they wouldn't have found it till days later. I never meant for the cops to pin it on you. That was your fault. You and the rest of it. Still issue. Why do you think I went to the trouble of placing the lamps and clock back in Scone's room? There's only one reason to plant the murder weapon in the room of another contestant.
Damn, like, fuck's going, I guess.
I mean, fuck Scone anyway. I mean, she's in the she's part of Big Pharma. Let's not pretend that she's an innocent person in any way, shape, or form.
True, but...
She had it coming!
She am coming.
And that's to cast suspicion on that person.
Oh, hey, my Marvel Rival is done.
I still need to download it.
On
I
your
don't know
fancy
when I'll have time
PS5.
tomorrow.
Hey, Lucio Mames. He flies now!
Skip right to you.
What? The new Indiana Jones game is doing well.
Yes, he does!
Yeah.
They fly now. Nick?
What?
Nick! Oh
What?
my god!
What?
What are the figures for the next wave of Transformers? It's Animated Wasp!
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Our baby boy is back! Man who did no wrong!
True. You're kind of a dick, though.
So was Bumblebee!
Yeah, true, but Waspinator more so.
My universe hates Waspinator!
What? So you could turn metal? Hit me with everything you got, sir! I can never see that scene again without taking live-action Sentinel Prime blasting Ironhide.
I really need to watch Transformers 1 still.
Ah yes, the only good live-action Transformer movie. Besides
That's
Bumblebee.
not true. Rise of the Beast.
And Rise of the Beast, yeah.
The only good one except for all the good ones.
Actually, I'll put Revenge of the Fallen in there too, because it has Tony Todd as the Fallen.
No.
Nah, Tony Todd saves it.
No amount of Tony Todd can save that garbage fire.
I don't know. Tony Todd can save everything.
Tony Todd can save a lot of things, but there are some things that are unsavable.
But I thought we liked Give Me Your Face.
We mean.
Give me your face. Anyway. Having a midlife. There we go. Oh. It's because Scone cheated, that's why he did it. Okay.
I respected Tangaroa. He was the best. A true champion. I would have never wanted him to take the fall. But you're a fraud! Your work wasn't even real! You have no respect for our craft at all! You deserve to be punished for what you did.
How could you?
Silence, Big Pharma! And had you refrained from eating Tangarora's work, Frostbody would not have been found. My plan was to wait until Tangarora was judging your room. That's when I'd sneak the corpse into Frost's room and freeze it. But thanks to you, bound here, found it before I had the chance to retrieve it.
You okay, Skipper?
I'm okay. Oh.
I don't understand. Why did you need to freeze his body at all?
You work with food. Do you not understand that food rots? We are meat. Meat rots. Ha! Why indeed? Because fucking flies and shit.
That and also fuck with the time of death. I saw this meme before. Oh my god, wait a minute, this really... It really is just the Tobias Gregson case.
Papyrus? What about Papyrus? Sans? Sans? Where are you, Sans? Right over here, bro.
And Neo died.
Mr. Edgeworth, surely you must know. Why did Mr. Gusteau need to freeze Mr. Frost's body?
To secure the time of death.
Yep.
Literally what happened to Tobias Gregson.
Yep.
Oh god, Wooly has started streaming Cyberpunk.
Oh god.
What slur will he insist that people start calling his character? That is a man that gets excited about I love Wooly, but still. Mr. Gusto needed to freeze Mr. Frost's body in order to obscure the time of death. If they determined that the murder occurred during afternoon tea, he would have been an obvious suspect. Bingo! Freezing Frost's body wasn't simple. Preparing everything took time. So I decided to put his body in the chest in Tangarora's room while I got everything ready in Frost's. One second. At the time, it seemed like the perfect hiding place. Never counted on some gluttonous pharmacist showing up and making the whole ship collapse.
I still don't get it though. Why disguise the body as an ice sculpture at all?
Have you ever heard of irony?
Yeah.
And so that I am surrounded by idiots. The sooner it was found, the smaller the effect of freezing would have had on masking the time of death. Oh my god, are they releasing the first fucking Star Wars Episode 1 game? Why? That thing is garbage.
I never tried it, so I'm gonna try it.
Therefore, he needed to disguise it. At least until it's fully frozen.
When they gonna remaster Star Wars Terrace Kasai? Best fighting game, hands down. And Neo died.
How awful. Using Mr. Frost's own work to help you cover up the truth behind his murder.
Ironically, Tengorora would have been just fine if the body hadn't been found before I got it out of his room. If things had gone to plan, he wouldn't have even been arrested, let alone convicted. Yeah, pretty
Ooh.
much.
Damn.
You are the one who fucked it up. I am innocent.
Well, maybe she wouldn't have fucked it up if you didn't have to kill the guy.
Sometimes people need to die. What can I say? Would you be happy if Von Carmel was still alive?
Yeah, but he got killed by hanging. That doesn't count. He was tried and convicted.
And so was Samson.
Yeah, but he's innocent. You're not.
I am going to give you the treatment of every wrestling event when someone messes up. You fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up.
That's a pretty nice red alert figure. And Neo died.
You mean it was my fault? Everything that happened to Samson was all because I found the body? Don't let him get inside your head, Judes. None of this is your fault. It wasn't Samson. It would have been Delicia instead. She would have been the one they arrested. Either way, there's only one person to blame here, and that's Gusteau.
It didn't help the initial detective was so bad at his job. Either. He never even told the prosecutor that the body had vanished. So that Mr. Von Karma had unwittingly placed Mr. Tangaroa under arrest in the absence of a body? Oh, pardon me.
I mean, I guess it would explain why he was so keen to wrap things up. Still, you'd think he'd notice something as big as that if he'd taken a look at a few reports, right?
Ha! Von Karma looking at reports. Very funny. Very funny, Eddie. Very funny.
Not if someone had been deliberately distorting the facts of the case, though. Either way, it seems that Mr. Von Karma didn't know about the body until after the arrest had been made. But admitting that would have spoiled his perfect record. So he kept it to himself and proceeded to prosecute Mr. Tangaroa regardless.
Yes! Idiot.
Look at this woman is not a real judge. You cannot convince me. If she understood half of what was going on in Phoenix Wright universe, none of this would faze her.
What type of bubble you living in? I want to live in there.
Oh, the Thing remaster is out.
I need to buy that. And Neo died.
Can this really be true?
You don't feel bad at all? Somebody spent 18 years in prison because of you!
Sticks and stones, girlie. Sticks and stones. What a jerk! I ought to arrest you right now, pal. Stop making me go from growly voice to growly voice. You stop that shit immediately.
No. What the fuck is that ultimate?
I'm afraid I can allow you to do that, Detective.
Dog, this shark is broken.
Yeah! So you noticed, huh? That somebody did. Yes, I did do the meme laugh. The judge is right. You cannot lay a finger on me.
What? Why? You just confessed to murder!
Yeah! No idea, huh? Then I better lay it out for you. I killed Frost 18 years ago. The statute of limitations for murder in this country is 15 years. You do the math. You cannot arrest me. And the guy confessed otherwise.
That's right! The statute of limitations is only 15 years! Is this really the end of the line, Mr. Edgeworth?
Once the statute has expired, he can't be charged. So...
But...
By the way, are we not going to talk about the fact that Shelly the killer is still around?
Yeah, he's still around there somewhere.
I could be right behind you. And
How
you would never
unfortunate,
know.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I feel like this is setting up for that.
Fear. 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 Fear.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
I am afraid that both Mr. Gusto's confession and your deductions will have to be struck from the record. And that Mr. Tangaroa's conviction will remain in place.
But you've finally proven that the police never had Mr. Frost's body in their possession. Even if we can't arrest Mr. Gusto, then surely Mr. Tangaroa has grounds for a retrial on that basis.
Bitch!
Does he? I wouldn't be so sure. I'm afraid that the goddess's judgments are somewhat harder to overturn than you might imagine.
God, we really are on the edges of the dark age of the fucking law. Jesus fucking Christ.
So the committee means for the verdict, 18 years ago, to stand no matter what. Feel good. Feel good. Feel good. Feel good. Fate breaking down on the prosecutor's back. Bad luck, Mr. Prosecutor. I need to save my voice somehow. All I have are bits. There must be something we can do. Something to bring Mr. Gusto down.
Hold it!
Depending on your actions over the last 18 years, the statute may not have expired yet.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me just,
Aha! Aha! Aha!
God fucking damn it. Well, you better let the poor guy out. Let me actually look at this book.
I'm sorry. I love Tim Curry. I will never ever be able to take that version of him serious.
Me neither. Statute of limitations. Theft. 7 years from the day of the crime. Separate timeframes apply with regards to claims for damage, etc. Murder. 15 years from the day of the crime. The statute is suspended should the suspect flee to a foreign country. We got him.
We got him. We got him, folks.
His ass should have moved.
Aha! Aha! This ought to be good. Alright, I've got nothing to hide. If there's something you want to ask. How'd that sound?
Your body, like, fucking rejected that.
Let me tell you
I
something.
said just ask it.
Let me tell you something. You listen damn well.
Very well. Tell us where you've been and what you've been doing since the incident. Sure. Not long after the contest, I was able to cure my taste disorder thanks to the formula from the book. And not long after that, I went to Shengfa to really buckle down and hone my craft. Mine and craft.
As a child, I yearn for the mines. Did Jack Black yearn for the mines? What you typing there, Neo?
A rant.
Uh,
That explains a lot. We try to we try what?
We're finally gonna get that damn tumble pose. It's just gonna be Neo shitting fury over the chapter.
That explains a lot. We tried to contact you after the fact, but I guess you were long gone by then, huh? Yeah, no, I'm writing something to an ask, and it's a pretty hard thing to talk about.
Ah. Could be. Could be. I left, let's see. Around the year after the murder. It was before Tangaro's last day in court. Going to Shangfa was the best thing I ever did.
whoa!
However, design! I'm the full package now!
Objection!
Wolf.
Wolf.
Damn! Hard as fuck line.
Strong heart be like.
Yeah.
Shu Takumi writing old men that fucking suck.
All the way on and on all and all on the back. Those whose lives you destroyed. What's an omelette without a few eggs, huh? Nothing, Mr. Prosecutor. Nothing.
You're
He
evil.
went French. I went French. I went French.
Wee baguette motherfucker.
Oh, you know this one, eh? I will put your little wee mushroom boy in a bottle of bleach.
Ooh, I'm about to make a name of myself. I hate that Cajun.
That's what I was going for. I'm going to do my level best to actually do the Cajun accent for Brett. I don't know why I keep slipping into the Italian. I'll actually know exactly why, because he's a fucking crime family guy. Sticks and stones, girlie. You cannot arrest me in that song that matters. I need more to work with. There has to be something I can get out of him.
His shrink is Shang Fa.
I'd like you to tell us more about your training in Shang Fa, if you wouldn't mind. Fine. Later went to Shang Fa to train, and I finally became the best in the world.
Gotcha.
Look in my eyes! What do you see here?
I see.
Cult of personality. Why are you looking in my eyes? What do you see? The statute of limitations for murder is subject to the following condition. The statute is suspended should the suspect flee to a foreign country,
Ooh.
which means the time you spent abroad doesn't count towards the total time under the statute.
You fucked up, my guy. You shouldn't have moved.
Damn it.
No way! So it's like someone hit pause while he was in Shang Fa? That was a pretty big pause button, not gonna lie.
It appears that there may be time left on the clock yet. But that will depend on how long you stayed in Zhangfa, Mr. Gusteau.
Ooh, that is like right on the fucking mark then, if it's like 15 years. Yeah, it's 15 years. Ah shit, is this a nail biter?
It was 3 years exactly.
Yeah, I already figured it out. And you guys.
3 years! Hold on! Nobody say anything until I've done the math. Murder happened 18 years back. Statute is 15 years. And the 3 overseas...
15 plus 3 makes exactly 18. Which means... No way! Mr. Edgeworth, you did it! The statue had to expire after all!
Mm-mm.
Breakdown?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, no breakdown. Never mind.
Not yet, at least. It's getting there, though.
Oh,
He's probably gonna say, well, duh, it may have been 15 years, but that was 8 months ago, so fuck you.
Bingo. 18 years exactly. Glad you worked it out for yourself.
Oh, so you
Oh,
pulled
wait,
up.
this is still me. Wait. Yeah. 1 second.
As you see, loyal viewers, he pulled a fake out breakdown.
He really had us in the first half, not gonna lie.
He's just been stringing us along this whole time.
Well, why is he laughing? We're good, aren't we? We can arrest him now, right? And Neo died.
I hate to break it to you, little sis, but IS-7 went down at the end. Bleh. IS-7 went down at the end of December. It's April now, which means,
God.
strictly speaking, it's been 18 years and 4 months since Frost's murder. Gusto stays and Zheng Fa really lasted 3 years on the nose. It's not enough. We're a few months short.
Not enough? But...
What did I tell you? You can't touch me. hate to admit it, but he's read the board well when he made his confession.
Time for the bunk.
How unfortunate, Mr. Edgeworth. If only the statute had been suspended for another year.
Cocky bitch. How many pages have you written, you?
A lot.
And Neo died.
Those who would overturn the goddess's judgment must be willing to pay the price should they fail. And you, Mr. Edgeworth, have failed.
Oof.
There must be something I can do.
Don't say that I will, Judy. And Neo died. Again.
I knew it. Well, if the law... Hold on, I need to zoom in. Well, if the law can bring Mr. Gusto to justice, then... Judes, what are you thinking?
Objection!
There's no need to go adding to your rep sheet just yet.
Was he planning on killing Hook?
Yeah, we're not done here. Far from it. Because there's still a way we can nail him. There is? Alright, Miles Reno. Pep talk. I need you to think back over everything we know about the case. Gusto's overlooked one critical thing that you yourself were led to believe wrongly about.
Which is...
And Neo died again.
He wasn't there for Samson's last trial, remember? Best I can tell, he doesn't seem to know what the final verdict that came down that day is. Which means there's still one way left to us. Crack open your statutes for dummies there and take a look. 17 years ago, they really did a number on Samson and framed him like a pretty picture. But if we make good use of that verdict now, we can make Gusto pay in full for what he's done.
Let me look at the statute of limitations book again. The statute is suspended from the time of any accomplished indictment to the end of their trial. Huh.
Fender, are you...
Those who would overturn the goddess's judgment must be willing to pay the price should they fail. Samson's my client, Miles. I can bring myself to use the source of his pain as a weapon in this fight. So whether we play our last card or not, it's gonna have to be up to you.
It's gonna have to be a Hail Mary.
Bringing Mr. Gusto to justice can only happen if I use the outcome of that hard-fought trial. So, shall I raise an objection and play that card or not?
Flashbacks.
My father and Mr. Von Karma. One sought to reveal the truth, the other to hide it. I know which path I choose to follow. The one that seeks the truth.
Is this the game where Miles dethroned Phoenix? And Neo died.
This court has reached its final verdict. The record will state that Mr. Gusto has been found not guilty on all counts.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-uh.
Objection!
Yep.
No, Your Honor, Mr. Camilo Gusto is absolutely guilty. And I refuse to let him walk away. His crimes are too unspeakable to go unpunished.
Do you mean to suggest that you have grounds upon which to call for his arrest?
I do.
Time to whip out the secret weapon. Give me a minute. There we go.
Take that!
Suspect data. Because he was it's because Tangaroa was convicted as an accomplice, not the murderer. So, in a way, we could pin the actual murder on Gusto. There's some mental acrobatics in this fucking law game. Funny, hee hee, lawyer game, hee hee hee, gay lawyers, hee ha, hee ha hoo hoo ha ha.
Nick, did you just fall down a pit? What the fuck was that? I'd like to direct your attention to the page concerning the suspect. As you can see, Samson Tangaroa was convicted as an accomplice. And it took 1 year, around 1 year, for his indictment for that verdict to be reached.
Yeah, wake up and pay attention. I think I smell a breakdown coming on.
Yes, that does seem to be the case.
The book you gave us details certain conditions pertaining to the statute of limitations for murder. One of them, as I mentioned, is the statute is suspended if the suspect flees the country. And another states that the statute is suspended from the time of any accomplice's indictment to the end of the trial. What? Tangaroa was convicted as an accomplice?
You didn't expect that, did ya, old man?
Seahorse!
Ah.
Lou.
Yup. Guess you were in Zhangfa when the verdict came down. Samson was convicted as an accomplice, not as the main perpetrator. Which is clearly news to you. Not good news either, am I right?
But how could that be? Tegoro was an accomplice to anyone. He was innocent, and you're not! He...
Oh, we know it. It's what we've been trying to prove all along. And in a pleasing twist of fate, his
Roll it
wrongful
back.
condition is the very thing that sets him free. If you spent 3 years in Shangfa, and your accomplice Samson Tegoro was on trial for 1 year, it means you can still be charged with Mr. Frost's murder up to 19 years after the fact. In other
We
words,
got him good.
We got him!
the statute of limitations hasn't expired at all! Ah!
The goddess's judgment is infallible. But that of her servants, it appears, is not. It seems the prosecutor in charge of this case may have erred.
You fucking think?
Unbelievably, we may have no choice but to instigate a full inquiry.
No! How could this be? You weren't supposed to...
18 years. That's a long time to let somebody else suffer for your crimes. It's time to pay the piper, Gusto. And not a moment too soon.
Damn, you're so cool, Eddie.
Smoke bomb! You look like Dan Avalon.
Yeah.
Ah! I'm finally disgraced. My brilliance has been recognized.
Ain't that a bitch, huh?
I gave up everything for this. Everything! Even my son.
More's the pity. You can't run from the law forever, because the bill comes due at last.
Breakdown time. You ready, Matt?
1 second.
He's gotta stand up.
Proceed.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Jeez, dude.
That was probably his best sculpture.
Yeah, and he destroyed it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's the last sculpture he'll ever make.
Hey, Gump.
Incorrect! I have stolen the chisels from the man in the high security. Nice. Why do I hear a dog? Mr. Gusto's all set for his trip downtown, sir.
Oh, good. Which means it's your turn next, right? Aw, I forgot.
Attempted murder is still a crime.
So would Gusto's therapy animal be a seahorse? And Neo died.
I suppose so. Judes. I'm so sorry, everybody. I've caused you all so much trouble. But thank you. Thank you so much for bringing Mr. Gusto to justice at last.
I'm Sag.
I'm afraid there's no escaping the consequences of your actions, Miss Bound. but those actions were born of the legal mistakes that were made all those years ago, and we all know that. So allow me to apologize in return on behalf of the prosecution. I see what you put it in muted.
Yeah.
Oh no. I have no one to blame but myself for it all. Starting with those sculptures.
This alien film is brought to you by Nikes.
Hey Judes, you think maybe you might want me to represent you? I'm not so nervous newbie anymore. There's no way I'm letting you take the rap for everything.
Aww.
Aww. Oh, I'd be honored. Thank you, Mr. Fender.
Now kiss! God damn it! No hug! Give her a hug! No! Nah!
Sorry, ma'am. You gotta come with me now.
Of course.
Goodbye, Judy.
Hi, Judy.
What do you want? If it's not an apology, I don't want it. Well, I want it, but if it's not, fuck off.
Judge Gazelle. Why did you lie to us?
Lie is such an ugly word, Mr. Edgeworth. I simply did not tell you. There, that's a nicer way to say it.
Lie? What are you talking about?
You implied that there was no case for a retrial, but as we've proven, that wasn't true. Surely anyone truly committed to seeking justice done would have called one as soon as the body was found.
I am under no obligation to answer such questions.
Bitch, what is wrong with you?
And you clearly have no intention of doing so either. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries.
See, they keep on playing Eustace's dad theme every time she's like trying to explain things. Are you officially ready to see Miles Edgeworth be put in handcuffs?
Truly, you are proving to be quite a threat to the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence.
Oh god.
As such, you give me little choice but to report back on your continued transgressions. No doubt you will be called to appear before the committee in due course. Now, I must be on my way.
What the hell? After you caught the real killer and everything! Isn't that what prosecutors are supposed to do?
Regardless of how it may all play out, I will never regret what we accomplished here today.
Mr. Edgeworth. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Useless PP.
Child.
Why did you stick your nose in this case anyway? You weren't even on the job.
My job is to bring the truth to light, child. Not only as a prosecutioner, but also as a person.
I don't get it.
Punch! Well, maybe you'll understand the right fist of the law. Boom. I wouldn't expect you to understand. Not as long as you believe that closing a case makes you a winner.
That going way over my head. I'm going home.
Go to hell before you die.
What was that all about?
Eustace still has a lot to learn, is all. Oh god, and now the other fraud is talking.
Yep.
Wowsy, wowsy! Wowsy, wowsy! Wowsy, wowsy!
Yes.
I just wanted to say old Greggy Cake Leg has been proud of you today. Oh, look at me tearing up. Thanks for helping poor Sammy Poople.
What the fuck did you just call him?
Sammy Poople.
No, I heard you. I hate this entire fucking country.
Hey, Edgy! Looks like you cleared everything up, huh? So, what happened exactly? I was kind of busy sketching. Wait, where did Judy and Verity go? Wow, you really weren't paying attention, were you?
Though I am loath to admit it, Larry's sketches did come through to us for us on more than one occasion. Not that I'm about to tell him that.
Quit it with the glaring, will ya? Whatever I did, I'm sorry!
Calm down, Larry. I wasn't glaring at you.
You totally were! Just like your pop, who was a terrible liar, too.
He was.
Listen, I'm gonna head out. Need to fill Samson in on what went down today. You wanna come with?
Yes, get me far away from these two.
Great, I'm coming too. I want to get away from Larry. And Scone. Jesus Christ.
How'd you get me away from all these people? I hate this place. Burn it to the ground.
So, what's Mr. Tangaroa like? I can't wait to finally meet him.
Oh, he's a real sweetheart. You'll love him.
Oh, he's gonna be malnourished, is he?
He's gonna be dead,
If
isn't
while
he?
locked up, he can't help but make all sorts of cookies and cakes for everyone.
Wow, really?
That's why 3 p.m. cake extravaganza is a thing for prisoners and guards alike.
Damn, he must be a favorite prisoner.
Yeah, everybody likes him.
Really? That sounds awesome. You think there'll be any left for us to try?
Didn't we find a few slices of chocolate cake in the prison the other day? Could that have been some of Mr. Tangaroa's baked goods?
He's just that good. Gummy, what are you doing here?
Heard you was coming to see Mr. Tangaroa, so I volunteered to escort him.
Oh wow, they actually did update his sprite. You're old, man. Hello, new friends. I'm Samson Tangaroa. I thought they were gonna be lazy and just didn't do it. But that isn't fair. They did it with Miles when he turned young again. And Phoenix. He was baby. Miles, if you keep leaning like that, your ass is gonna fall.
If anyone in this world needs to worry about that, it's Phoenix. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, at your service.
Now I'm Mr. Edgeworth's trusty sidekick, Kay Faraday.
Don't listen to her.
It's very nice to meet you both.
Miles here is Gregory's son.
Is that so? Your father was very kind to me and fought so hard for my case. But in the end, I betrayed him. I made a false confession and...
Don't worry, Mr. Tangaroa. Mr. Fender has explained everything to me.
Sure did. And now we're here to tell you the truth about what happened 18 years ago.
The truth? Judy did all that for me?
Crazy kid racked her brain for 18 years until she finally figured out how to set you free. What can I say? Turns out she really would do anything for you.
And I will do anything for love, but I won't do
Oh, Judy, I never did anything to deserve such devotion.
Note to self, look for Meatloaf songs to put in the playlist. Come now, Mr. Tangaroa. I think we all know that's not true. The bond between the two of you has held strong for all these years after all.
You think so?
I guess I better show him. Which piece of evidence proves that the bond between Mr. Tangaroa and Miss Bond share?
The prosecutor's badge?
Take that!
Why did you throw this at me? Ooh, chocolate. Those chocolates. Judy made them, didn't she?
Yes, she did. They're laced with cyanide.
They're super delicious and sweet.
Miss Bound continued making them, even just as you taught her, even after that fateful day, so that there would always be someone waiting for you when you finally came home.
Aw.
Judy.
Aw.
I bet they're beyond super sweet then, aren't they?
I caught diabetes just having one. Very much so, I'm afraid. I only wish we could hand them to you.
Don't worry, sir. I'll make sure he gets them later.
Which would be a clear breach of prison policy. Not that I have any authority to stop him anyway.
Thank you very much. You know, Detective, something about you reminds me of Detective Bad.
Really, pal? Because I look up to him a lot. He's my role model despite being a dirty, rotten thief.
He may be a thief, but he's also a solid snake. And wait, Snake is also a thief in his own right. Never mind. You don't say. It seems fate likes to bring people of all sorts together, huh?
You hang in there, Samson. Just a little longer. Should be able to get you out soon. I'm sorry it's taken so long. Nobody should have to wait 18 years to get justice.
This is America.
Alas.
Don't be silly, Eddie. I'm the one who should be saying sorry. Or rather, thank you. Truly.
Samson,
Well, I guess it's my turn to wait for Judy to come home now. I better make sure there's something delicious on the table for her when she finally walks through that door. Don't let me down, Eddie.
leave it to me, big guy.
Although there's another case. There's another old case down for Edgeworth under his belt.
The IS-7 incident has been 18 long years, but this case we'd inherited from my father is finally coming to a close. It was on that wanted poster.
I don't know.
It's old bag.
And Neo died.
Hey, Miles. Thanks for today. I'm sorry for forcing you to making the final call like that.
Not at all. I simply made the call that felt right to me.
Huh? What are you guys talking about? What? wake up.
You know how Samson was wrongfully convicted? He had to pretend that he wasn't in order to nail Gusteau. To use his false conviction against him, even to save him. And as lawyer, I just couldn't bring myself to do it.
Yeah, I can see that.
And now that Gusteau's behind bars, finally start to get that wrongful conviction overturned.
Yes, and I'm sure you will.
Wait a minute. Does this mean that even you were only doing what's right? If the false conviction had been overturned before today, Mr. Gusto would have gotten away scot-free? Damn, Shutakami really study up on his law, I see.
Yep, it's what we folks in the trade like to call a legal contradiction. The law is far from perfect.
Because of things like legal contradictions, right?
Yeah, but you never know. Things might change. The law is always evolving, just like us humans.
Didn't Phoenix say the same thing in Apollo Justice?
I don't know. Your Uncle Eddie and Malzarino included, am I right?
No, the judge said that. Shutakami has way too much faith in humanity, Jesus.
Just fine.
The potential for growth and change in people in the law, huh?
So, Miles. You going to keep fighting crime as a prosecutor or help people as an attorney? Something tells me you got a big decision ahead of you. Only one you can answer.
I know.
Well, let's just say I won't complain if you show up at the office one day. And on that note, it's time for me to skedaddle. I owe you big time. Yeah, I owe you big time. I'll always repay my debts, but for now... Thanks again for today. I mean it.
Do you seem kind of in a hurry to get out of here too, you?
He did. And honestly speaking, I'm the one who owes him a debt of gratitude. After all, he gave me the chance to reckon with my father's final case.
When I was a boy.
When I was a young boy, all I ever dreamed of was becoming an attorney, just like my father. But then, during my time with Mr. Von Karma, I learned the way of the prosecutor instead. Eventually, with the help of some good friends, I found my own voice and a new way to live. But now, when I was a young boy, now my career as a prosecutor is at risk of being taken away from me. It may be time to take a hard look at how I want to live my life, whether I like it or not.
Neo, this is your moment.
Huh?
It's your moment.
What do you mean?
Edgeworth and co-law offices.
Hey, Gregory. Sorry for reporting in so late. It may have taken 18 years. But we're finally in a position to prove Samson's innocence. All thanks to your boy, Miles. I couldn't have done it without him. Should have seen him. The way he fought for the truth gave me chills. It was like I was watching you. Look, I know I'm not half the attorney you were, but those guiding principles you tried to instill in me, I like to think I'm embodying them now as I carry on your legacy. Here's hoping.
Aww.
Aww. Your boy will be joining me in that soon.
Get that fucking picture off your goddamn desk. Am I going to fight?
Oh god, it's Otto.
What's the right answer? Which path should I choose? Why am I panicking? Oh god!
That was the longest third case I ever
That
seen.
was so long.
And yet it's still shorter than diplomatic immunity.
Oh god.
Turnabout Forsaken.
Oh god, it's midnight. What the fuck?
Alright, let's see this intro real quick, then we'll call it.
Okay.
Episode 4, A Turnabout Forsaken.
Father!
I hereby call this meeting to order. The committee is gathered here in the sight of the goddess to pass fair and frank judgment.
Sup?
The purpose of this hearing is to assess the professional
Competency of Mr. Edgeworth.
Are you... Why are you wearing that raincoat?
Uh-oh.
No! Ah!
Yes! 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 Why aren't you partying? She's gone.
Oop, wrong save file. There we go.